Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. Thanks so much for staying with us here for this 11 o'clock hour of our show. Wait until you see some of these styles. They are ones inspired by the ocean and beyond. Here with some of her newest creations is Kristen. She is the owner of CK Helen Studio. Thank you for coming back in. I remember the first time you were on, we were all blown away by your work. So you basically take different quilts and other fabrics and recreate them.
Yeah, I take vintage textiles and I upcycle them, repurpose them into new on-trend clothing for you to wear and become more fashionable. I have different items here. So on the your far left would be a vintage peacock chenille bedspread that I upcycled into a coat, and the bedspread's actually from the 1940s.
That is so cool.
Yeah, thank you. And then here's some embroidery that I upcycled. I took it apart and appliqued it onto a bandana. I also added some genuine leather fringe. So I handmade this fringe. I cut each of those pieces so that, you know,
wow,
I use pieces in parts, so it's a little bit cheaper for me. And it's easier to upcycle it. And then this is another embroidered tablecloth. And then I took some of the trim from that and added it to this neckwear. So neckwear is becoming very popular. All different types of neckwear.
It is. And not even just going for a Western look, but in general,
yes,
it is. And man, though, if you're looking for something, that is so unique and cool.
Thank you.
Where are you getting something from the 40s from? I mean, how are you getting all of your products, the textiles?
Well, some stuff I find it. So unfortunately, before it goes to a landfill, I rescue it. Some stuff I do purchase it from someone else. All of this is available to purchase on my Etsy. And you can purchase it online at my Etsy, or you can go onto my Instagram and see where I'm available at local shows. I have local shows in Cleveland. I also travel to Kentucky and now most recently to New York City. So I've been accepted to some shows there.
How exciting is that for you?
Thank you. Thank you. But home is Cleveland, which is where...
Oh, we like that. We want to keep you here too, because look, can I start pulling some of these other items? So you have so many of these jackets. These are all done with quilts?
Yes.
Look at how beautiful.
This is called a Dresden plate quilt. And then I match it up so that it lines up in the front, and then it also has the pattern on the back if you turn it around.
It's just beautiful.
And I hand make all the trim on there as well.
Now, I mentioned the ocean before. Do we have pieces here that are in the
that
ocean
would represent the ocean. That would be like this lobster. So I made this patchwork lobster.
How neat is that?
So this is going to be for some of my shows in New York. I could see someone, you know, wearing this out on their boat or off to Nantucket, but I could definitely see someone, you know, that loves the bougie lobster, because I mean, a lot of people like lobster, right?
Yes, this is true.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so neat.
Grab that green one. That would definitely be for us on the lake right here.
Lake life.
So these are the scraps then from the quilt coats that I make, because I like to repurpose and use everything. And then I hand cut these letters out and sew those onto there. So after your sunburn and, you know, you've had a little bit of a beachy day, that's another lobster.
Oh, another lobster. That's a, I love that bright blue too.
Yeah, and then
I just want to keep pulling these things. They're so much fun.
So that is a vintage Smurfs blanket from the 70s. I quilt it and then put it onto these sweatshirts so that you can have a little bit of nostalgia, because another 1970s vintage blanket that I quilted.
How cool is this?
And like I said, all this is available on my Etsy. Just type in CK Helen Studio into Etsy.
I'm just loving all
these. This is
a
blanket, a Looney Tunes blanket. And it's upcycled into a great coat or a great sweatshirt if you want to, you know, represent.
This is Lake Life too.
Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, here's the sailboat.
So this is a sailboat. Granted, there is one similar on a fast fashion outlet, and I like to turn this into what I call slow fashion. So it's me making it and using those repurposed materials instead of the fast fashion, potentially polyester or non-cotton materials. So
your work is unbelievable. So
thank you.
We have, again, that's her Etsy page that you can find her at on Etsy. Do you also dabble in social media too and posting things on there, or is it just mostly? Okay.
Yes.
So do we find you the same handle on your social media?
On Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can also message me.
I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles growing up.
Yeah,
so
this is 1991.
Just saying,
this
this
is
made my
era
day.
1991.
That was.
And I have to give some credit to my fiance that he actually made this one. So
Oh,
props to him. Yeah, thanks,
that's pretty
Matt.
impressive. Well, Tommy
Yeah.
did a great job.
Yes, he did.
So jump on our Etsy. Clearly the nostalgic feel to this mixed with just some beautiful pieces. Really unique. David loved the coat over there before. He was very impressed with
Yes.
that work. Your work is stunning and very unique. So
Thank you. I
so much
appreciate
for coming
that.
in and sharing all
Yeah,
that with us.
I appreciate you having me.
And again, go to her Etsy page, check her out on social media, and get to buying. Thank you.